Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Magic with Melly. This is a YouTube channel where we share magical space. We can learn from one another. You can learn from me. You can learn from yourself as I am channeling your energy. If you want your energy to be within the collective, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you connect in ways that apply for you. Make sure that you share your story if you find that it could be applicable or is helpful for somebody else. Do whatever feels safe for you. This reading is all about the difference between viral and virus. I think the thing they have in common as well is being contagious. Like we want something to catch on, or we don't. They either have a positive or a negative context. This may be applicable to a romantic situation, but it could also be applicable to career, like financial, where you feel safe, because sometimes it is a romantic situation, sometimes it's career, but we're trying to work it through, because I think maybe someone we're dealing with is popular, right? They went viral, or maybe someone you're dealing with feels like a virus, or maybe they have the virus, or they were affected by their virus. You were affected by the virus. It is 2022, so if by saying virus, I believe you understand what I mean. Among other things, viruses are they're generally negative. You don't want it to go around. Maybe it's gossip. You're dealing with gossip. Maybe it's something about how you've manifested your material life, whether that's in alignment with what you want, like what you truly want, what you can do next. Yeah, perhaps we're working through people who have sicknesses. Maybe we are working on spreading our popularity on social media, our businesses, or just having our name known in some way or somehow. Wanting to find your person, wanting to find that ideal career. This is kind of like we want to be popping off. We want to be hot. We want to be attractive. We want to be in it. So this may be the reading for you. We have Queen of Cups. Okay, she's holding a trophy. And it looks like she's on sand dollars and she's on shells and very pretty crystals and rocks. Out on the beach. Who doesn't love being on the beach? She has a throne on the beach. How cool. She's vacationing forever. That's kind of what that looks like. And that could be you. Maybe you're manifesting vacations. Okay, getaway. This energy, this card's definitely giving getaway, vacation, whatever. Ace of Pentacles, especially behind it. It's like opportunities, perhaps grounding it. Okay, and we have the Empress, creating that life. Maybe you are manifesting a marriage, someone is, but that may not be for everybody. Okay, I'm going to clear this out of my breathing space. And let's get into it. I have some live shuffles and pre-shuffle. These are 2 oracles, 2 tarot, and my pre-shuffled oracles, okay? So I'm going to get into it. And I do have a backup tarot in case you want to, in case I feel like we need an extra tarot. We'll see how the reading goes, and we'll get to it. So first out is going to be this deck right here. I just want to kind of catch up on what's going on with the collective. Yo, there's a card that fell on the floor. And I'm really picking up messy energy, you guys, because my stuff's starting to fall all over the place. And it's making me pick up this card off the floor. So you guys are really working on revival. I'm getting a buzz on my Fitbit. It's 250 out of 250. It's like it's telling me I completed my cycles of like getting up and sitting down or breathing or something like that. Basically completion, right? I think you guys are done with feeling that way. And channeling out. Okay, we have Queen of Pentacles, reverse, Four of Swords. Getting from that energy, someone's thinking about you. I'm getting like you're in their head rent free or something like that. Like it just happens. Like you don't have to really do much to check in to their mental. That's kind of what happens with being a virus or viral, is that like maybe like a viral song, it gets stuck in your head. For many of us that live near a Disney or enjoy Disney, it's like it's a small world after all. That song is contagious. It doesn't get out of your head because it repeats over and over, for one, and then two, it's catchy. Ever hear that song Friday by Rebecca Black? That song was catchy, and you can't hate on it because you really love a Friday, don't you? Or any other good vibes or any catchiness. Maybe that's what you need, is being catchy. Maybe you need to be told that you're a catch and be more confident in that. Okay. Because some of us are maybe transitioning from being a virus into a viral thing. Or you wonder why some people who are very gross or like it's like someone's got to do the dirty work. There's an energy for everyone, okay? So like as long as you know where you're at, don't hate where other people are at. There has to be someone that does that work or that for us somewhere, just as we enjoy spiders for, getting some of our pests that we don't typically see or deal with. They just eat them. They catch them in their webby webs. And so just consider that, consider them with a new angle. Yeah, sure, they're not very fun to be around for us or whatever. Maybe it's an inconvenience like a virus would be, being sick. You're like, ugh, okay, that was kind of like a not fun, a hiccup. That's fine, it happens. That's a misalignment maybe, or a sicky icky. We need to look into it. Okay. And then you can also need to look into how to get viral, okay? Looking into the algorithm, how they favor certain creators. Is it because the creators are doing certain things that you're not, that you need to kind of study? 10 of Pentacles. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I kind of went on a tangent off of this, but I think definitely somebody may be thinking about you. And that really just stems from like if you're in the public eye or if you are posting your stuff on social media, they're trying to get into your space. Okay, I think having a good understanding of what you want and boundaries here is what Spirit wants to indicate, and make sure that all in all, if you're going to get cozy with someone, make sure it's someone who's going to help encourage your projects and help you like solidify those. I'm getting many earth sign energies, Taurus, Capricorn. What's the third one? Moving on, maybe there's some air sign here too, because there's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we have Queen of Cups in reverse. Definitely, if things did not work out for in this connection, I'm getting that you're not the loser here. It's their loss. Because a Queen of Cups is definitely like someone you want to protect and want to take care of and love, and like that's like some good energy, especially if they like, if you, okay, speaking on the theme here, virus and viral, they're both contagious, right? And what do we know about contagious is like one has it, the other person has it. Think about being an empath, and then think about being connected. Like think about how well you are connecting, whether or not that's just a gift that you have that you should utilize as a tool, or like a thing to recognize when someone hasn't mutual with you, or when you feel like it's one-sided. You're definitely picking up on that. But this like contagion is that like just recognizing that both things can happen in a connection. You can be very attracted to someone and also very disgusted by that somebody, because no one is perfect, and you just have to adapt and manage and really see yourself exactly where you're at. We all want to go viral, of course. We want to be popular and amazing, but it's like, I think the universe and spirit is trying to give the message that you need to see yourself where you're at and hold gratitude and know that it's coming in at the level, it's mirroring it's mirroring what you are able to handle or take in or be grateful for. So if you are wondering like why something hasn't come together or why it's fallen apart or whichever, it's because it has either, you have either outgrown the situation, or you are wanting something that the situation cannot provide for you, like in interesting situations like this, and it's like breaking on and breaking free. This like kind of getaway is sort of reassessing what can be around in the level up, because it is a level up. It is more work or more eyes, more, and definitely in this public eye with being viral, it's like having, are you going to be able to carry the weight of people's judgments? Do you have thick enough skin? Are like, is it going to be a virus for you once you go viral that you cannot escape people? Like, because sometimes you think you want something, and then when it happens, it isn't what you want. And so spirit may be protecting you from it in case, you end up shifting into a place where you don't want it. Like, spirit knows you, the universe knows you maybe more than you do. You're yet discovering yourself in your little human spaces. If that makes sense, if you believe in a higher power, whatever you would describe it as, it's just gently guiding you along. And for some people, it may look like it's overnight, and it could be just because of the consistency. It looks like overnight, but it's just consistency. The buildup of being like, boom, bam. Okay, all of these come up. There's a King of Cups behind here, up there. And that's kind of, how we were saying, like, someone can't get you out of their mind. This person has all this on their mind. Okay, there's a lot. Okay, it could be your story, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about viruses and being viral. We're talking about King of Cups wants to come out again. I think there's some gossiping going on. Pay no mind. This is kind of a part of it. Just be authentic. Just be real. And it won't be... It don't gotta be deep, you know? Whatever they do, it's a reflection of them, not you. Page of Pentacles, reverse, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm definitely getting... Some of us are afraid of mean comments, you know, maybe like, what if like someone's energy makes me want to give up? What if, like, I don't know, what if, like, I sabotage this again? We're getting kind of these interesting concerns. Nine of Cups reverse, yeah. Okay, Spirit saying done with this tarot. I'm going to get this. This is the BuzzFeed Oracle. Just maybe some synchronicities or more words to describe here. We have fun cereals. Oh my goodness. Add to cart. Okay, some of you may be shopping a lot, or you really get munchies, if you know what I mean. Fun cereals. Forest. I'm going to only take this one. But the fun cereals, so like Fruit Loops, but you know what about Fruit Loops? That stuff's gonna make your poo change colors. Like, I'm gonna be really honest right there, and it's like no wonder why certain colors are banned in other countries. You know, the United States is not like that. We have a lot of food coloring in our food. And anyway, moving forward, I'm hearing also Lucky Charms and Frosty Flakes. They're great. Oh my gosh. There's so many cereals. You can comment your favorites if you'd like to connect with anybody. And then there's Forest. I'm getting hikers. We have hikers in the collective, people who like to hike, and also people who like to go to the beach, because we have walrus. Walruses are so cute. They're gadgets. I'm getting tools, okay, because I'm getting that movie Finding Nemo, Finding Dory. The walruses, if you remember, the walruses, their role were about they were kind of used as a part of the mission, if you know what I mean. Like, there was at some point where they, like, you just viewed them as like friends and help. So that could be it, or this could be just indicative of your technology use, maybe paying attention to your technology use, or going back in time to look at types of gadgets that you used to play with. Sure, I did say this about the beach, but what I'm getting now is like someone's like not sure, kind of because I'm getting these two nostalgia cards. Is like the past is maybe getting in the way. The past is maybe making you not sure about your future. Maybe things being unsuccessful in the past has made you disbelief of the future, and it's like, no, don't be thinking that now. Like, they're just like, you gotta give your best always. And you never know, it might be right around the corner. We have squirrel, just like when in that movie Up, the dog is always like, squirrel, squirrel. It's like there's always going to be something that could be right around the corner. This card's really giving consistency. Double tap, pink, reverse, and alligator. Oh my gosh, that's really getting like, you may not be seeing the like and the love and the stuff right now, but it's like this card's literally a synchronicity for me, because between me and one of the people I live with, between me and my mom, it was like, she was like, see you later, alligator, and I literally came back at her after a while, crocodile, and it was so awesome. And that may be something to that degree where people may not like the type of connections that you have. They may not like that you're popular. They may not like that energy is kind of a virus. You know, like being viral, you do kind of have that energy as like a polar kind of thing to deal with. Maybe that's a warning for you. You know, that not everyone's going to be in your corner. They may seem like it, but they not actually be. And snap bracelets giving me like, they may try and get a hold of you. They may try and, you know, snap. Canyon and sunrise, confetti rainbow. I'm getting, it may seem, oh my gosh, like it looks like similar, like horizons, if you know what I mean. It kind of seems like wavy, like up and down. It's like dark. It doesn't seem like there's gonna be a sunrise. It just seems really like bleak. You know, a canyon can be like you're stuck, you know, in a canyon. But then when you see the sunrise, this literally kind of looks like a graph, and how this squirrel looks like it's a graph. And web pages, there's web pages depicted on this walrus. So it's like you may be up and up and up and coming up. And it may be one of those things where you're just sprinkling things here and there. Okay, great. People have seen that when you do when you play and do what you want to do, that's like God, like source will reward its children. We have VHS and gel pens. So some of you may need to return to drawing, may need to return to writing, and just make it exciting with like different colored pens. Or maybe that's how you need to study for something. Maybe you need to study about a virus. Maybe you could be a medical student, okay? Maybe you could be talented in something, you know, and gel pens is giving like making a plan in different colors, like color coordinating your plan. Could be, okay? And it could be making a videotape, notification. Red pineapple. Someone could really love pineapple. But you know what? Pineapple is tough because it's the fruit that eats you back. So maybe that's something where if you think you want something, and then like you're like, you have to also worry about the consequences. You can't only think about the good. They are meshed together. Someone who's compassionate will stick around considering good and bad. Okay. I have these cards. They're a mix of Doreen Virtues cards. There's about 3 decks in here, or 4. 3 decks in here. So for the collective, just want to see what they are needing to know for their highest good. Maybe if they're not popping off or going viral, it could be related to being closer to one's life purpose, or finding someone's soulmate in this regard, or healing something in our healing journey that needs to come first. Whatever it may be, please show it forward for anybody in the collective. for their highest good. Show us what is needed at this time, please. Messages for the collective to know at this time for the collective's good. Okay. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. I love that. People are going to be attracted to what you do. Maybe it could be a niche thing, a very like, or you're a very special person, or the thing that you do is very special. We have parents. The divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. Best of their ability, like, let's really highlight on that. Sometimes people have issues and disorders or situations that are beyond you that maybe you are yet to understand about them. It's yet to be revealed to you, but it's part of the healing journey. Maybe it's what applied in your romantic and sexual relationships, is that you saw your parents' relationship repeat, like the type of energy repeat within your relationship. Okay, because we are talking about virus energy, and it could be like what's stopping us from going viral is our counterpart being limiting towards us, like saying, you know, like there's kind of like some energies like this, or maybe your parents may be this energy, but whatever is the thing is like they're trying to do what they can. Everyone has their individual morals and traditions and idealisms, and it's up to you whether or not you want to match that, and whether you do doesn't make you a bad person. You know, to be liked by your own parents. You are your own individual, and they are their own individuals as well. And you could be readopted if you so wish by source. Okay, we have children in reverse. We could have spirit babies that are affecting kind of your situation, right? They want to make sure that the situation for themselves when they come is going to be ideal. And so they're going to be guiding you to your person, or guiding you to the job at which later on you may meet your person. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. It could be that you do this, right? This is part of your journey, is children, working with them or having them. Archangel Michael, you're working very closely with this powerful angel who's protecting and guiding you through the situation. Someone could be a parent, all right? That's what's going on here, is they can't really, children again, your love life is being affected by children. Whoa, children twice, guys. So it could be there's two children, or that there's like that's how important they are. We have books, Crown Chakra. Have you asked your angels for help with this? Pay attention to your ideas, as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. Your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. Your angels want to help you with the situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. So you may need to study up, okay? Because Crown Chakra and books, it doesn't have to be spiritual related. It could be you just need to study up on something new, or on something old. If, you know, like maybe you dig up an old hobby, whatever it is, do more with it, because whatever made you give up before, it was just that you were not strong enough before. Okay, now's the time to get strong. And part of getting stronger could be in being intellectual, having the intelligence behind it by studying. God box. Write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called a God box, as a way of letting go and allow the divine to help you. Or you can burn it. That's another thing. Like just this energy of releasing it, like kind of having it in your hands and then putting it somewhere where you cannot access it. Does that make sense? Like, release it. Flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through life purpose. So many good energies here coming forward for you guys. Getting like lots of studying and being gentle. More gentle with yourself. I love that. Sacral Chakra. Definitely more gentle. Sacral Chakra is giving fertility and nurturing. You are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. Respect sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. So give some space. So you could be with some self-care, be gentle. This could be a lot with relaxing. Sometimes you have to let it happen, and if you're not letting it happen, you're still working on it. You're not really letting it happen, are you? So this could be your message to lighten up and actually rest. Spend a whole day doing nothing for once on your day off, instead of over planning on stuff. You know, does that make sense? Like, if you don't have very many days off, actually spend a day off and relax and do what you want to do. Don't put your mind on work. Don't put your mind on things that you normally have your mind on. Like, really actually take your mind off stuff. Be gentle. Take your mind off stuff and put it on something new. I like that. Emotional sensitivity, indigo. If you get nervous, focus on service. Honor and respect your deep sensitivity as it is a gift to us all. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. And if you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. I do have the Bachelor's Final Rose Tarot. So perhaps this could be messages for what's going on right now. You know, maybe getting a little bit more deeper in that if you're dealing with some connections right now. Regardless of the type of connections, it's like understanding what's going on in a mental space with anybody. Could be intimate, sexual, romantic, platonic, familial. Okay. Ace of Flutes, first kiss. I think someone's on rewind back to that time very often. Okay, think about who that might be. It could be anybody could be thinking about that time. We have Nine of Mirrors, blindsided, the Rose Ceremony reverse, Queen of Roses, the Bee Queen, second place. Messages for the collective right now. Possessive reverse, Four of Rings. Messages for the collective. The Bachelor. The Proposal reverse. Okay, this is giving, the Proposal reverse is giving back to that Empress card that was out earlier. This, Empress, this. The proposal in this. So I think there is this energy where someone wanted to, or someone wants this energy and it didn't get there. Okay, and now someone's kind of lingering on this first kiss, or it's like this, like some of you are in long marriages that have been together for a while, a few years, several years, a handful of years, however you want to like describe how many years it is. It's like there's been some time, and sometimes when you get blindsided, you kind of start to fantasize and think you're still where it was in the beginning. And then when you're not kind of at the same place as that person, you know, like as that person, you kind of get blindsided. Maybe they choose somebody else. maybe somebody comes in and you realize maybe you were second place the entire time, or you are seeing someone else was rewarded with winning because you're like, you knew you were number one, but you didn't feel like being in the competition. So you took yourself out of the competition, and then like number two ended up winning the crown, if that makes sense. This is kind of what that's giving. And it's like, you don't want to be stuck. You don't want to be tied down to anything that's not going to see your worth or your value. Like, you don't want to be second place. You don't want to be in a competition. Like, you want to be chosen for you. You want you want to be chosen. And I think that could be this thing with viral. You want to be chosen. You want the algorithm to choose you. You want your partner to choose you. And it's essentially like breaking free of having other people having like control over your heart, like control over your emotions, like pushing your buttons, knowing what to do to like make you upset, and then they push you out of character. It's like changing that, like a lot, like just bossing up on like boundaries, and like you are becoming like the it person, if that makes sense. Like, I think, like, someone, like, really wants to draw you out to be a villain, but it's like you're really not the villain. Like, they're just, like, they're the villain. They're just upset that because they want to be in your spot. Because maybe there could be, like, this, like, people who are viral, to some degree, they have enough confidence to hold that space. Whether or not they're a good person, that's a different thing. Okay, whether or not they deserve it, that's a different thing. They have the capacity to manage it, and their own karma is maybe being dealt either behind the scenes. Don't be judging, okay? Because that energy is just kind of, you're placing it on something else. Place it on yourself and figure out like what you should do with yourself. Be your own judge. Don't judge other people. Clear your aura. 6 of Roses, because I think some of you are going down a path, like a virus energy, where you're like, no, why do they get it? And like, why do they get it? Like, why not me if I'm posting similar stuff? Well, it's like, because you're not creating something new, right? You're reposting what someone else made, mayhaps, right? It's contagious. What someone else made it contagious. It reached you. And that's awesome because it reached you. But then maybe put a little twist on it. Don't just remake it. Does that make sense? Because we don't want a whole ton of copycats. Even though we love cats, copycats are kind of like, you copied. You know, like, does that make sense? So if you want to be successful, maybe create your own ideas. Create something new. Reflect onto yourself. Mirror your healing. See what you're doing. See if you're copying somebody or if you're creating something. Really see this. Somebody could be watching you, okay? The producer plant. Okay, someone has plans, mayhaps. Okay, but maybe they here to make friends. 3 of Flutes. And we have red flags reversed. 3 of Mirrors. Spirit saying to trust. Trust and let people show you what they are. Like, trust yourself. You know, allow yourself to trust yourself and be in this practice before you can extend trust to another person. We have red flags. They're being shown to you for a reason. So it's like, take that and step back. For every red flag, step back. I should have used this as a sign. I think for me, it was like, red flag. Let me dig deeper, you know? And that was me defending. And so maybe that's a sign for you guys. The cocktail party, you guys need to maybe start celebrating. Celebrating and also choosing and conversating. Okay, here I'm getting 4 swords, the High Priestess and the Fool. Perhaps this is a new era where you start meditating or where you start using your intuition as a tool. We have the Empress out again. We have Six of Cups reversed. It's okay to take a break from your community, okay? Because like you don't have to be involved all the time. Sometimes the community can be judgy. We have the Empress and the Emperor. There's counterparts here. This could be like part of that journey, right? Your journey on love, however you want to put terms on it. Someone's just trying to get over themselves and trying to get over like the other people's opinions. Like perhaps this is like a love is a battlefield kind of energy. Like if they're willing to fight, they're willing to fight for love. Page of Swords, they're willing to stand up for you with their words. It may cause fights, fist fights. But it's like, that's kind of sickening energy too. And so it's like, it may have brought on, like, if there were disagreements, like on, like, I'm getting like favoritisms or who's in, who's out. Like perhaps there was just no alignment there. Some of you feel left out. Some of you don't maybe need to tell your person this, or maybe need to join the community. All right, like there is some activity that is or is not happening. Hermit's giving, going within to figure out what to do. What else does the collective need? This is like figuring out where to plant your seeds. That's definitely what it's giving. We have King of Swords, Knight of Cups. It's like, all right, I think this is energy of like, there may be like some of the self-doubt may be stemming from someone on the outside planting it. But I think because like that's like connection right there. So just be careful who you're connecting with and like where you're planting seeds. I'm getting like, show me who your friends are and I can tell you a lot about who you are, kind of that energy. Queen of Wands. Someone's attracted to you and they're like, dang, me or my friends messed it up, or something like this. Like someone's worried about losing popularity or gaining popularity. We have the Empress, anxiously stressed out way, indecision way, justice, soulmates and connection place, messenger of romance and invitations, conflict gardens, reciprocity, avenue, and temperance. Whoever's been kind of like, they kind of flopped the situation, at some point they're going to face karma or deep thoughts about it, to a point where it may edge them or, you know, push them to want to go towards messaging you and telling you about this problem that they have with how they've been indecisive or stressed out or non-committal. Like that may be the justice served. It's just knowing that at some point they reciprocated how you knew in the future they would feel. Like the second that it happened, you're like, it's going to be their loss. They're going to regret this one day. And you may be experiencing that. And they may be coming at you with a ring. Okay, that might be this thing. Or like that maybe a video of someone proposing may be going viral, or you're looking at a lot of videos that are like that. This could be just like a lot of interesting energy surrounding this, with just truly connecting to where you're supposed to be, whether it's like the video content that you are making. Maybe it will help you find your soulmate. You know, like it's hard to, it's like really, really, Of course it's possible, but it's like, do we really expect our soulmate to be like our neighbor, or like within the same town? Maybe not always, right? Like, I think we have to have a world of discovery, and we may discover our person in a completely different town or city or state or country, and so maybe you use the internet to do it, maybe you use like actual travel to do it, but it's like really or your business, your business may take you to so many places, so many new places you never thought that you'd be flying to or traveling to. And it's like this conflict of, don't worry, just let yourself do what you want to do right now. And you might just pop off just on simply the energy of being happy, because that is what the universe rewards. The universe may look like they reward hardworking people. Sure, it's a direct line of hardworking people. They receive money. And what do they do with their money? That is on the individual. That is an energetic thing. Okay. But sometimes it could be someone blooms later. And it's one of those things where you have to see yourself exactly where you're at and hold gratitude. Be patient. Use your tools, resources. Release. Today I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I am ready for transformation and welcome this shift. I am creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. Balance. I surround myself with people I love and enjoy my time with them, but I also take time to nurture my relationship with myself. I have found a healthy balance between being with friends and having a self-care time. Conscious focus. What I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I will be more conscious of what I choose to spend time speaking or thinking of. I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. It says, unlimited, I create my reality with the thoughts I think and things I focus on. I am unlimited in my ability to create a beautiful life full of good and love. Fuel, I enjoy doing things that fuel me. It feels great to do things for myself just as much as I do for others. When I make sure I am taken care of, I can better show up for those in my life and for the work that I do. All is okay. All that I feel is okay. I hold myself in love through the unsureness and the worry, doubt, anger, fear. I am thankful to feel the full range of emotions that I do. These emotions are the very contrast that leads to my higher expansion. Personal journey. I follow what feels right within me without needing validation from others. We are each on our own journey, and mine does not need to look like anyone else's. My enjoyment and satisfaction is validation enough. We have the card Mirror. It says, in order to change my life outside, I need to change inside. Once I am open to this change, my exterior reality will begin to mirror those new shifts. And this one says, guidance system. I love using my emotions as a guidance system. They show me how close or far away I am from what I want. When I am feeling joy and doing the things I love, I am in a state of allowing for my desires. I notice when I am feeling low vibrational thoughts and shift them to release resistance. So that could be how you get closer to accepting change. If you are not liking something, like you are noticing your feelings more as a guidance system. Just adding more on that last message. This card says virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. Harmony. You are able to feel loving, balanced connection with everything. Expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. Loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Elevation. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. And detachment. You are releasing old patterns, and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. We have lapis lazuli, diamond, labradorite, blue lace agate, tiger's eye, sodalite, and moonstone. And officially, I think I know why divine timing worked its space on this reading, because I'm seeing synchronicities with some of these stones and some of these messages with some people I worked with recently. So hello, if you are seeing this, you know I have been connecting with you, and of course, you are picking your energy up in this reading also, and so I am thankful for the connection there. But definitely some of these stones give off strength energy and communication energy with truth, and speaking from a place of how you feel and using your feelings as a strength, as a tool, as like if you're sensitive, you're picking it up for a reason. Like you feel bad for a reason, like they're doing something to make you feel bad. And it's like if what you're doing is confronting them and they're not changing their behavior, then the next thing to do is to have your action fix the problem, not have them expect them to fix the problem. Like give yourself the strength to do what you want them to do, but you're not really like, like get yourself closer to what you want rather than expect giving the job to somebody else. If that makes sense, whatever that means, it could be romantic or in the workplace, right? However that works for you. But that is the reading, I think. Studying up on maybe the algorithm, studying up on something new. Maybe you're not popping off because what you're studying or what you're working on has been a virus. It's just something that you do when you're sick, something that you don't actually enjoy. Maybe it's like your healing tool, but it's not actually like your best self tool. So it could be one of these things where we need to reassess our applications, what our best self looks like, and start manifesting that. Healing, because if you have a virus, you may be sick, or you may just be sick with anything else and just needing to heal from the past. Just know that you've always been worthy of whatever it is that is in your heart's desire. You're always worthy. And you may have blocked off some area in your life. Maybe when you were a kid, maybe return to practices you had as a kid. What did you play as a kid? And see how you can apply that to your adult life. Be magical. Children are very magical, so tap into that like imagination that they have and make it real life. Be like a superhero. Like make what's impossible a reality. That could be the message here. But all in all, thank you for joining on this reading for Magic with Melly. All together. I'll see you in the future. I hope you guys are making magic and making yourselves known or unknown, like as you see fit, because it may just be you don't want to be famous. Some people do, but wherever you are at, I hope this reading was helpful in some applications wherever it works for you. And take care. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.